Euro Yard here and the next national final up that it is time for us to review for the 2026 national final season. It's from Albania, in case you couldn't tell, from the Albanian flag hanging behind me, because we're going to talk about the songs in Festivali Këngës 64, which takes place about a week before Christmas out in Albania. So Albania, usually one of the first national finals. They actually will be the first this year. They weren't the first last year. They will be the first this year. And then you have Montesong in Montenegro, which is going to be the day after the final in this one. So this final will wrap up on December the 20th. We'll get into some of the details, and then what we're going to do, it's too many songs to get into. There's 28 of them. As we did in the Montesong video, we're going to get into our top 10, why we liked it, and who we think is going to do well at Festivali Këngës in a few weeks. So in this contest, there will be 28 songs total. The contest will take place between the 17th and the 20th of December, with the final being on the 20th. You've got your two semifinals on the 17th and the 18th, and then they do Nostalgia Night on the third night, which is the 19th. That's when the singers in the contest, they'll sing an older song, or they might do a duet with somebody, and it's usually very nice. And then on the 20th, they've got the final. And the act that wins Festivali Këngës does not necessarily go to Eurovision. It didn't happen 2 years ago, but it did happen last year. Obviously, Skotre Elektronike won Festivali Këngës in a bit of an upset, and then they went to Eurovision and did very well. Is there an act in this group that could do just as well as they did? Well, it's way too early for us to know that, but we'll talk about a few of the songs in a minute. But the only other note that I had for this one is that there are 6 returning acts from Festivali Këngës 63, which took place a year ago. You will recognize some of the names that come up on the screen here in a minute. And without further ado, on both sides of me, these are the songs participating in the contest. We have them about 14 at a time. We didn't break them down by semifinal because we don't know which is in which yet. So they're in alphabetical order. These are the first 14 that we have on the screen with me now. I would assume that they will be broken up 14 and 14, and then a handful of those will advance to the final on the last day of the contest. And now these are the next 14 on the screen with me. And keep in mind, these are in alphabetical order by the title of the song, not by the artist. So, for example, on that first slide, you saw Alice was there. Alice was there last year, did very well in the contest. Kleanza Susai is also on that first slide. And then on the second slide that you see now, a few songs that I think are going to do very well. Where do I have them ranked? You'll just have to find out in a few minutes. That's why we want you to watch the whole video. Everyone's looking forward to having a little Paspak action with their 20-minute ad breaks that they got over there. But it's all part of the mystique, I guess, of the contest. And I really thought it was a pretty well done contest last year. Last year was my first time watching it, and I really enjoyed it. I'm looking very much forward to what they do this year. So, all right, we're going to put on the screen. We're going to assign 12 points to our favorite song, 1 point to our song in 10th place, and we're going to work our way up. So out of the 28 songs, these are Euro Yard's top 10, starting with the song in 10th place getting 1 point from our jury. This is Non by Alice. The title in English means mother. Now, like I mentioned, he did participate in the contest last year. He came in 3rd place with his song. So the things I liked about it, it has a strong intro, and this is just another song that proves the point that just because a song is slow doesn't mean it's bad. I do think that some people prefer the faster, more fun, dancey ones, and those ones do tend to be good, but just because the song is slower doesn't mean it's bad. So I think, too, in listening to it the second time, I could hear there was really a lot of authority behind it. This is the kind of song that, even though I have it in 10th now, I feel like with a good live performance, this could really move up our charts. I want to hear how the vocals are live. Maybe we have it a little low right now, even for ourselves. There were some songs that were tied with it, and we have a tiebreaker system in our rubric. I do think this song is top 10 worthy, but I'm going to keep an eye on this one because I do think it can move up from where we have it. In ninth place, our song getting 2 points. This is Tadua Shuma, which means I love you very much. And this is by Sarah Capo. I wasn't blown away by the lyrics. It took a little bit after the songs were released for all the lyrics to come out, be translated. I wasn't blown away by them, but the song does have a nice sound. It's kind of got that like funky alternative kind of vibe to it. It's this kind of song that I would add to my Spotify playlist. And by the way, if we're talking about that, Spotify Wrapped came out and Jerem was my number one song on Spotify Wrapped. I am very proud of that. I Heart You, Albania, and I Love You, Skodra Elektronike. But back to this song, I do kind of like the vibe. I'm interested to see how it does. In eighth place, getting 3 points from us, this song is called Vitae. It's by 3X. The title in English means years. So this song, it's a trio that's singing it. It kind of starts slow, but then it picks up very quickly. This is a fun little song they have here. I don't think it's the best song in the contest, but it's definitely a fun song and it bears some watching. I think this is going to be an entertaining live performance, and I think a song like this is going to kind of rely on that. So good luck to them, and I hope it's a good show that they give us. In seventh place, getting 4 points from us, the song is called Okay, which in English it means okay. And this is performed by Geeti. I like the heavy beat that they give you in this song right out of the gate. You read through the lyrics, there are some interesting things she drops in there. Like she mentions face yoga, and then she name drops Nina Simone in the lyrics. So pretty interesting there. I just think this is one of the more interesting compositions in the whole contest. And yeah, it's another one that I think will benefit from a good live performance. And if you watched Festivali Këngës last year, we did see some big over-the-top live performances. So I expect that to kind of increase this year because there are a couple of other songs occupying this lane that this song also occupies, where it's going to be kind of a high-energy song with a good hard beat. So I look forward to seeing this one performed on stage. Now, in sixth place from Eurojard, getting 5 points from our imaginary jury, the song is called Pa Pretendime, and it's performed by Kamala Islamai. The English title of this song means Without Pretensions. So this song, I've seen some of the reactions online. This one is maybe a little bit lesser liked by some of the fandom out there. I think this song sounds like the kind of song that you would hear at Portugal's national selection, Festival de Canção. In this case, I think that is a compliment. I don't always like all of the Festival de Canção songs, but there are definitely a few that I really like. And this sounds kind of like one of those. And I think that's what I like about it. It's kind of got that swanky beat. I did like it for that reason. It was a little bit higher up than maybe I would have thought it would be. I would have loved this song if it were maybe just a little bit stronger of her performance. So, of course, all depends on how she does on stage in a couple weeks. But I really did like the beat of this song. So we are halfway through our top 10. And now getting into Eurojard's top 5 prior to Festivali Këngës 64. So the song in fifth place getting 6 points from us. This is called Hie by Cleanza Susai. The song title means shadow in English. Now, she did participate at the contest last year. She got bounced in the semifinals. So if she puts on a big performance with this song in a few weeks, I do think that this has the possibility to stand out. It seems to be a really well-composed entry from what I've heard, and I listened to it a couple of times. The vocals are decent, and it's got a good beat. So I do think that there are a couple of things to like about it, and I think it's got a real chance of moving on to the final. So good luck to her. And now moving up to number 4, the song in fourth place, getting 7 points from us. This is called Siun by Endri Kachachi, and the English title of this song is Like Me. So out of all 28 songs in this contest, this was the one that we rated the highest in terms of vocals. I really, really liked his vocal performance. It's a slower ballad, to be sure, but he has a lot of power behind his voice, and I was getting that throughout. To me, this song kind of occupies a similar spot as the song Frima in the 2024 Festivali Këngës, where it's a slower song, definitely a ballad, but there's just a lot of vocal energy in there. So this one for me is kind of in that same area. So I'm going to watch this one with a lot of anticipation. And I think if his vocals are on point, he could really go far in this contest. So into the top 3, we're getting to the podium now. So the bronze medal, third place, getting 8 points from us. The song is called Albanian Heart, and it's performed by Regerso Loka. This song is fun. Now, when I saw the title of this song, immediately the thing that I was thinking was, this is going to be some cheesy throwaway song. You know, like every now and then, what you see at Eurovision is just something that, you know, has some element of ethnic flair that's over exaggerated, and it kind of ends up being a joke song. That's what I expected when I started listening to it, but that is not what I got. I was very pleasantly surprised by this. This song has a great beat, and to be completely honest with you, I would not be shocked if it wins. It's just a lot of fun to listen to, so I think it's going to do well. And now into the top 2. We still have many songs to choose from, but what are our 2 favorites? In second place, the silver medal song getting 10 points. The song is called Re, and it's performed by Fifi and Thierry Jotzi. The title of this song in English is Stay. So this is a pretty good duet. It's got respectable vocals. It's got a strong chorus. It's got a solid beat. And I'm anticipating, based on what I heard, that the 2 performers are going to play off of each other well. So I really do think that there's a lot to like about this one. And this is a year where you're going to see a lot of energy on stage, I think. So they're going to have to keep up, but I've got some optimism that they're going to be able to do that and that they're going to turn out a good performance. So it all comes down to this. Our Douze Points song in first place, the gold medal from Eurojard, goes to Takam Fall, performed by Enis Naziri. The song title in English means I have forgiven you. To me, this is the clear favorite in this contest. It's the song to beat. It's just a really good piece of music. They got the vocals. They got the beat. The song has the turns and the shifts. It has the energy. The chorus is going to get a lot of people dancing. I can't wait to see this one on stage. Now, last year, you may remember the song to beat was by Elvana. It didn't win. It came really close to winning, but it didn't win. This, to me, is the song to beat. There are some other really good songs in here, too, so it's going to have to battle to win Festivali Këngës, but I really do think that this is the song to beat. I really do think that this one has a good chance of winning, but we got to see how that live performance is. Because as I've mentioned throughout this, there are several other songs occupying that lane. You know, female singer, fast beat, at potentially a high energy performance. So she's going to need to do something to stand out. And who knows, maybe she will, but I really like the underlying song. So that is our review of the top 10 songs that we've got heading into Festivali Këngës 64. That contest begins on the 17th of December. And for more on national selections for 2026 at Eurovision, visit theEuroyard.com. Like and subscribe. Follow us on social media. We'll see you soon.